And are you refreshed? Good. More things to talk about? You're ready to begin?
Okay. First of all, I want to begin by thanking Abraham from my heart because I'm eternally grateful now. I don't have any fear. Before I met Abraham, I used to think that God was a very wicked God. So I really, really appreciate my life is changing rapidly, and many things are happening. I'm lucky. I keep all kinds of journals, lucky journals. I'm doing so well that a vibrational reader, read my vibration and said, I will never get involved in an accident because I set my intention to be safe on the road. And today, I have just 3 quick questions. And the first one is...
Unfortunately, we only have one answer.
Okay.
But we can revise it in as many different ways as you like.
Yeah. Is my passage wide open? Because I have sat on the rock and really feel that vibration while meditating. And I was violently shaking. Is my passageway open?
It is right now, and we want to say to you that this passageway, what you're referring to is your connection between who you really are and who you are in this physical form. This is not something like a college degree where once you achieve it, you have it forevermore. It either is or it isn't in the moment, depending upon what vibration is active within you. And so when you ask that question, we have to qualify it by saying often your passageway is wide open. Never could it be completely closed. And what we're talking about all day, every day, is the variance. In other words, how much am I allowing or how much am I not allowing? But we understand the drift of your question, and we would say you can tell by the way you feel. That's why you are eagerly asking this question. You can tell by the way you feel that you are predominantly in alignment with who you are. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. One quick question is, when you want something, where does planning comes in? Since the universe already know when, where, and who, what's the plan? And where does planning comes in?
We're glad you ask, because the fun of being deliberate is identifying a desire and then lining up as precisely with the precision of the desire that you have identified. Now, just stay with us a little bit and we'll walk you through the whole thing here, because when you are in the state of allowing, which means you could not even be thinking about the subject of your desire. You could have been launching desires all day, every day for many, many years, and now you could be basking, appreciating, loving, feeling good, and you would be in the state of allowing, or in other words, in no way resisting, or in other words, in no way hindering the allowance of what you have been asking for. And so what you've been asking for will make its way through the path of least resistance into your experience. And it will unfold in vibrational alignment with the details that you have launched to the degree that you are now vibrationally allowing those specific details. So we always say to people, generally speaking, that if you will not worry too much about what you have asked for, just make a sort of blanket statement. I've asked for a whole bunch of stuff and the universe is on it, and all I need to do is chill out and get in a state where I'm feeling expectant of good things to come to me. We like your lucky journal, because when you feel lucky, that's a vibration that says, I'm looking forward to all kinds of surprises coming forth in response to things that I've been asking for. So when you are generally in the place of allowing, then all kinds of things begin to flow into your experience. But a deliberate creator then begins to really enjoy all of the subtle, delicious aspects of specifically asking for things and specifically being in alignment with them. In other words, it's a wonderful thing for things you want to flow into your experience. But when you are genius creator, like you are, you want to specify the details of your life experience. So sometimes you think, if you listen to us over a period of time, that you may be hearing some mixed messages from us, because often we say, just chill out. In other words, just get into the place of allowing and allow the universe to orchestrate on your behalf. And we say that because it's ever so much better to be in that expectant general place than to be specifically wanting something and not having figured out the way that it's going to come, and then because you're accustomed to knowing how, where, when, and who before you allow something in, then you get in your own way. So the rule of thumb is be as specific as you can be while still feeling good. We would far rather that you be open and feeling good and allowing than specific, because when you are open and feeling good and allowing, then what you're wanting is flowing in. But to be open and allowing and specific, that's the best of all of it. In other words, isn't it fun to specifically say that I would like, or I would enjoy, or I really want specifically such and such, and then watch forces converging in order to easily accommodate the specifics of your desire? We want to say to you that the universe is queued up. In other words, the universe has the ability to bring you with precision anything that you desire. And the better you get at specifying with precision, and the better you get at then watching for the specifics, then the faster it comes. When you specifically want something, begin again. It's like, imagine a flow of water. Now narrow it down to a fire hose, or a spectrum of light. Now narrow it down to a laser beam. Okay. The power is in the focus. So the more specific you are, then the faster the energy moves and the faster the results come. So generally speaking, you could be launching desires all day, every day, relaxing, expecting good things to come, saying things like, it's just the next logical step for me for good things to come to me. You could be in awareness, and you could be just moving along, feeling this wonderful rhythm of asking and receiving and asking and receiving. Creating begins to feel just like breathing. But sometimes you want creating to feel like flying. You want it to feel like running. You want it to feel like passion. And that's when you want to get specific. So if you're specific with resistance, not so good. Less specific, less resistance, a little better. Really specific, no resistance, best of all.
I want to be more specific with my question. I'm a loan officer. Okay, I'm a mortgage loan officer, and I want to be the best loan officer that I want to be. Should I have a plan on
what would
marketing?
That mean? Does the best loan officer mean most aware of who you're dealing with, or making the most loans?
Making the most loan and making the kind of money that I want to make.
So being the best loan officer means attracting people that are queued up and ready, who are easy to qualify, who want to borrow a lot of money.
I just want to get a constant flow of customers that I can keep on doing my loans and be happy doing it, but making a ton of money.
Well, here's the best way to do that. Look into your current list of loans that you have written and choose from among them your favorites. Favorite because they were easy to qualify, favorite because they were nice to work with, favorite because everything about the loan worked out well and they're keeping their commitment, favorite because of the type of loan or the amount of loan, or because of the profit that you make because of the loan. In other words, whatever criteria you want to use, we would encourage that you be specific about what it is about each specific contract that is appealing to you. And just mull those over in your mind. Sort of beat the drum of them. Keep their names and faces in your mind if you can. Remember the experience. Remember how when it unfolded comfortably, it remained comfortable. In other words, keep beating the drum of that. And what happens is you begin to extract from your clientele the aspects of it that are most in alignment with what you want, so that you activate that part of it. And then the universe literally scouts for those kinds of contracts and brings them directly to you. Most loan officers or people who are doing most anything don't do that. Instead, they look at everything they've got. They complain a good deal about the parts of it that aren't so good. They talk about the people that take up all of their time and then doesn't come to fruition. In other words, they keep things activated that they don't want to attract, and then they water down both the specifics of what they do want to attract, and they attract some of what they don't want to attract. So it's just about thinking more about what you want. And here's something we really want to give to you. We know you want that outcome, and we want you to have that outcome. But we want you to take pleasure in remembering and take pleasure in anticipating. In other words, that 400-mile journey from Phoenix to San Diego, there's a lot of pleasure to be had even when you have not yet arrived in San Diego, if you're not fussing about not being in San Diego. So as you are looking for things to appreciate along the way and finding satisfaction in what you are envisioning, what begins to happen is you don't have to get over there to that place of manifestation before you start feeling good. It's sort of like the actor who is often chosen. So he no longer frets about being chosen. He just expects to be chosen and gets very picky himself about what he is chosen for. So he is broadcasting this vibration to the universe that says, I'm the perfect one for you. And the universe lines him up with those that are vibrationally up to speed with who he is. And so we want you to understand, and when we talk to the actor or to the applicant of anything, we always want them to understand that they are the ones broadcasting the advertisement. And you're wanting to make sure that you are broadcasting it in a way that when it comes back to you, and it will, because whatever you're broadcasting is constantly coming back, that when it comes back, it will please you. And when that is the case, then the broadcasting itself becomes fun. In other words, can you feel the different feeling it takes on? It's a difference between saying, well, here I am, and I want to achieve that. Therefore, I will do these things so that I can achieve that. So I'm doing this so that I can achieve that. And we want you to do it because the doing of it feels good along the way to feeling good, along the way to feeling good, along the way, because the truth of it is, you're never really going to get there. Oh, you'll get there, but it'll move over there. And then you'll get there, and it'll move over there. And then you'll get there, and it'll move over there. So you will always be reaching for something beyond where you are. And that's why we want so much for it to be fun in the reaching.